It is one of the most opulent, historic, and storied places in Pittsburgh. And now the Carnegie Music Hall in Oakland is undergoing a major renovation that is equally historic. And KDKA is getting the very first look at the work underway. Kim Gable got a coveted balcony seat for this story on A Positive.
It was in 1895 that Andrew Carnegie proclaimed he wanted his new music hall to be the center of the city's musical scene. That gift to the people of Pittsburgh has delighted audiences for 128 years. And today, the team behind this massive and historic renovation project gave us a rare look behind the construction curtain.
You know, I think just allowing people to understand that this was done over 100 years ago, is really important. People don't get to experience a space like this that often.
And we absolutely delighted in the details, the meticulous attention that contributes to the overarching goal.
We wanted to preserve as much of that as possible. And so behind me, you have some of the original artwork. And you can see that there's some gold leaf over here. And right here we have the decorative panels.
Those gilded designs, conservationists are painstakingly cleaning them with Q-tips and vinegar. And these ornate light fixtures, in-house paleontologists creating casts of the sconces, just like they do with dinosaur bones, just in case one breaks. This was the original home of the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra, but also the center for the community. Speakers, celebrities, symposiums have entertained and created change. The president of Carnegie Museums gave us a view from the balcony.
So you imagine the dignitaries and very important people, VIPs, sitting here in this space.
Yeah, I think this is where you put people who were special guests.
The closer to the grand rotunda, perhaps the more exalted the attendee. But the sound, that's always been spectacular, no matter where the seat.
When people designed music halls in that period, they were very conscious of acoustics, and this is one of the most acoustically perfect concert halls that you'll find anywhere.
And he should know, this CEO is also an accomplished percussionist, having performed on this stage last summer with the Afro-Cuban group Caminos. And that's when he also realized.
The only problem has been that it's never been air conditioned for those 128 years. It was cooled since 1905 by what was then a state-of-the-art giant wooden fan, which I often say belongs in a museum, but not as part of the infrastructure, just as an exhibition perhaps.
And the restoration contractor has what they call a dumpster last philosophy. So much being reused, recycled, including the old seats.
Donors are taking seats as souvenirs, and then we harvested fabric from the seats. And we're taking the fabric that was used to fix the seats and donating that to the Green Voice of Pittsburgh. They have an event called Ecolution where they have a fashion show. They're going to have a fashion designer make a dress out of the fabric.
Pieces from the past that will harken back to the beginnings of this cultural treasure.
And I think at the end of the day, you're going to see a beautiful space that looks a lot like it looked before, but will be modern and updated.
And this is just phase one. Next comes the flooring, scaffolding, carpeting, the new seats.
And then the curtain opens. And we hope to see that happen in the first quarter of 2024.
And we will be there for opening night. At the historic Carnegie Music Hall, this is Kim Gable on A Positive Note.